So we're going to go over a couple of these and set them up. We're going to set them up, all right, for time reasons. We're going to set them up. Now, we did number 1 together, didn't we? Okay. This one here, you go to the pet store and buy a goldfish, which sells for $2. Okay. The store charges a 5% sales tax. I'm going to underline that so I recognize that something's going on with that, 5% sales tax. How much do you pay for the goldfish? All right, so right away I see a percentage. So I'm going to set up my proportion like this, and you buy goldfish that sells for $2. Now, is the $2 the part or the whole? Yes, the whole, because that's how much the goldfish costs. And I don't know what this is. Okay, I don't know what that is. Was there a hand up just a second ago? Okay. So I don't know what that is, so I'm going to now cross multiply. That makes an x, and that's a multiplication symbol. So I now have 100x equals 10. Now I have to divide both sides by 100, right? So we're going to get really into this next year, actually. There's like a 9-week unit of just doing what we're about to do right now. And all you need to know is whatever is being stuck to the variable, you need to divide by that number. And if I'm reading 10 hundredths, I want it to be in money form. Now, when we buy something, do we do it as a fraction? No, it's a dollar amount. So 10 hundredths is 10 hundredths, which is 10 cents. Yes? $2.10. It says, how much do you pay for the goldfish? What did we just find? Did we find how much we paid for the goldfish? We found the tax. And they're asking us, how much do we pay for the goldfish? And if we're adding the tax and the total, $2.10. So it's $2.10 for the goldfish. Circle that bad boy. Boom. Yes? Remember, you need to answer the question that's being asked, right? Answer the question that's being asked. Okay? Like this part of the building was built in 1955. How old are you? You wouldn't say how old the building is, right? They're just giving you information. Obviously, it wouldn't be that tricky. But yeah, make sure you're answering the question. But if you did have x equals 10 cents, that's good that you did the proportion correct. You found the correct percent. 5% of $2. However, just make sure you're answering the question that's being asked. Attention to detail. Shirt sells for $30 originally. I know right away that that's going to be my whole. It's currently 20% off. There's a percent, so I put 20 up there. How much is the new shirt? How much is the new shirt? I put my x right here. I'm going to cross multiply. That's not a good idea. Whoa, okay. Oh, there it is. Thanks. Oh, I know what I hit. Okay. Cross multiply, cross multiply. I have 100x equals 3 times 2 is 6 with 2 zeros. I have to divide by 100 again, divide by 100 again. X is equal to 6. Now, 6 is 20%. Now, is $30 20% off? Does that mean the shirt costs $6? This is the part why this is partners. But think about this. Wouldn't 50% be $15? 50% off being $15, yes? Because that's half of it. Half of 30 is 15. So if you put that the shirt costs $6 now, you weren't thinking about the idea of stepping back a little bit and realizing, oh, that doesn't make any sense. Toby?
You take the 30 and you minus 30 minus 6.
30 minus 6, exactly. So you got to remember, this is the discount. You got to remember that that's the discount. So you would do 30 minus 6, which is 24. Shirt costs $24. $24, yes.
I thought X equals $24.
X does not equal $24 because X is the amount of discount. The amount of discount. They're asking you what the price of the shirt is, and if you tell them X is $26, they'd be like, great. Why does X cost $26? We're talking about shirts, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is currently 20% off because it talks, like so many people do, where they trail off everything like it's a question without any conviction. It's natural for kids to do that. It's natural. It's a part of speech. It's amazing though when you get to college and you hear kids doing it when they participate in class though. It's like, ooh. All right. Jillian had $60. She spent $24 on a hat and glove. She spent the rest of her money on a coat. What percent of $60 did she spend on her new coat? So first off, this is not the price of the coat. So what's my first step that I need to do here, Abby? There we go. 60 minus 24, because we need to find out what the price actually was. No. Oops. Oh, yeah. 36. What the heck? $36. $36 is what? Is the, well, what is 36 right now? Like, what? 36 bucks is what? Step back a little bit since it's good. The price of the coat. Very good. So price of the coat. So now we're wondering what percent. So what percent? So my X is going to be where the percent is because it says what percent. My part is 36. My 6 is ugly. My part is 36. My whole is 60. And it's warm in here. I need to cross multiply. 60x 3600. Now what do I need to do? I'm not going to divide by 100, right? Because that's not what's stuck to the variable. Yeah. Beautiful. Divide by 60. Divide by 60. Those zeros cancel out, so it just becomes 60. I found 60. So what is 60? $60? 60%, yes. 60% spent on new coat. $60% spent on a new coat. So we found how to get a percent. We found how to get the part. Okay? Is there any that we have that are coming up? Because I want to get one of those because I want to start the practice quiz so we can get done with that. Yes, we have a practice quiz for a quiz tomorrow. These questions are a lot tougher than the ones you guys are going to be doing tomorrow. That's why we're not going over every single one of them because I want to go over one of them that is on each section. Remember I said there's always 3 sections that you're trying to find? Yes. $40 left over. $40 left over for number 4. See the part that I underlined there? What percent? What percent of the 60 did she spend? And we know that through this proportion, here's what, ooh, that's not it. Huh. There. This is what she spent on the coat. This was the whole. So by the, oops. So since they are, that's an equivalent ratio, on the top is referring to what we spent on the coat. So that variable, that's that X, that'll show how much of the whole was spent. I see what you did, and that's a good mistake. That's a good mistake, but it's you need to recognize that that $36 of 60 is 60% of 100%. Okay? Because what you did is you did 40, I see. 40% was spent on the hat and gloves. What should she spend more on? Did she spend more on the hat and gloves or the coat? Hat and gloves? Hat and gloves are only $24. The coat was $36. Here's how much the hat and glove costs. Here's how much the coat costs. See how the 36 is bigger? That's why that's 60 and the other's 40. Does that make sense? Kind of a blank face right now. Okay. Do you agree that 24 is lower than 36? Do you agree that 40% is lower than 60%? Okay. Good, good, good. So now we're looking for, see, that's the same thing, 30. So this one will be set up like this. I'll set these up. 30 over 100. Off the new furniture. Couch originally sold. So 900 at the bottom because that's the original cost. That's how that proportion will be set up. Before he bought the new TV. So that's just adding another question. So we have 45. This is another two-part question. So we have new television set that costs $810. How much money did he have in his savings account before he bought the new TV? So what's the original here? What's the part? What's the whole? Let's see. 810. If the 810 is the part, how much money did he have in his savings account before he bought the new TV? Is that the whole or the part? What do you think? How many people think that this one is how it should be set up? Can you put that away, please, and go with class? Okay? And everybody else thinks it's the other way? Let's work this out and see if it makes sense. Okay? If this is what it is. Now, this is the part where it's not just numbers. You have to step back and realize, does that make sense? Okay? On a quiz tomorrow, when you have a percentage of something and you come up with a really big number, you need to step back and realize, okay, does that make sense? If I were to estimate that, would that even be closer? Like, for example, my 7th graders were taking fractions stuff, and there were some situations where they would be adding situations like this, and they'd come up with a number like 30 and realize that that doesn't make sense. How could a number that's between 7 and 8 and 6 and 7 be anything more than 15, right? So you need to step back and realize, would that make sense? So let's do this. So I'm going to have cross multiplication. 810 plus 2 zeros equals 45. Ooh, 40. Come on. 45x divided by 45 divided by 45. This is when I go on my scratch piece of paper. 1, 2, 3. That's just 1. 45, 7, 6. 360. That would be. Would it be 8 almost? 7. It's 8. 40, 16, 32, 36. Yeah. Come on. There we go. So 18, 360, 0, and that's going to be 0. So 1800. X is equal to 1800. I want to point something out here. I have the X on the right side. Is that wrong? No. No, it doesn't matter where you put the X. You can have it on left or right because that equal sign means that's what it is regardless of where it is from there. So $1,800. Now let's look back at this and see. He spent 45% of his savings on a new television set that costs $810. How much money did he have in his savings account before he bought the new TV? Would it make sense that he would have more money in a savings account that he could purchase that TV? Right? Because if you don't have enough money in an account, you can't buy it. We're acting like credit card debt isn't a thing. Boy, you guys are really excited about this and just jumping on these questions, I can see. Getting glazed over. I think we're done with this. But yes, it would be he had $1,800 in his savings account beforehand. Okay, he would have $1,800. Yes. And what'd you get? Wonderful. So it was part and whole, and she got that it was 1,100 something? Okay, so 1,700 something. So the incorrect answer would be 1,700 and blah. Now, if you think of this, what would be half of $1,700? $850. $850 would be half of it. $850 would be half of it. Is $850 close to that? Huh. That's close, isn't it? If you were to take 45% of 180, you would have 810. If you were to take 45% of 700 or 1,700, because you had it part whole, would the part be bigger or smaller than the whole? Put it that way. Because the way that it was set up here was, did you have this, Abby? Yeah? Would the part be bigger or smaller than the whole? It'd be smaller because it's part of something, and when you're part of something, unless it's 100%, it's going to be smaller. Okay? In the situations that we're not dealing with situations where we have more than 100%. All right? Do you guys want to do the practice quiz?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we need to make sure we know how to set up these proportions, and also I wanted to make sure that you guys realize that there are 3 different ways of doing this. Bye.